To you all the honor, to you all the glory. For you alone are worthy, worthy of all our praise. To you all the honor, to you all the glory. For you alone are worthy, worthy of all our praise. And I will praise your name, praise your name, and I will praise your name, praise your name. I forever praise your name, praise your name. I will praise your name, praise your name. Get that down and worship. I will worship you. Get down and worship. I will worship you. Get down and worship. I will worship you. 'Cause you alone are worthy. You alone are worthy. You alone are worthy. Worthy of all our praise. I will give you glory. I will give you honor. You alone are worthy. Worthy of all our praise.
Welcome to Tea
with Tiff, where we spill the tea on wisdom, value, healing, and faith.
So come to the table, grab your tea, and join us at the table.
So, T, tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, thanks, Tiff. I was actually born in a place called Rota, Spain, to two wonderful, godly parents. And I have one sister. So it is just her and I, and she is my bestest of friends. Yes, I had the opportunity to travel the world. I actually grew up mostly in Japan. And then we came back to the United States and we lived in Maine, Maryland, Virginia, Florida, Georgia. And so when I settled down in high school, my parents, they live in a town called Warner Robins, Georgia. So it's about 2 hours south of Atlanta. And that's where I settled for the rest of my high school from junior year on. And then I left. I got a scholarship, but I went on to a Christian college called Pensacola Christian College, which is also known for the Abeka program. So there I met my lovely and wonderful best friend, my husband of 23 years from Turks and Caicos. So if you know anything about that beautiful island,
the island.
Yes, you know, girl, it's a beautiful place. And so I met him there and we were college sweethearts. And to this day, he has just been my greatest support, beautiful example of the father to me. And so so I met him, and then we had 3 wonderful warriors. I have some strong warrior young men from ages 10 to 14. And so I enjoy, it is a joy, it is a pleasure to be able to homeschool them. I've been homeschooling for over 10 years. And so, yes, I'm really excited, educator. Also, I am an entrepreneur. I have a skincare business. I started out in the skincare world after college. I started working in cosmetics as a makeup artist. And so worked for different companies like Estee Lauder and Clinique and, all the companies that you would see at most of your, in your malls and things like that. And I really, really enjoyed it. But one of my biggest things was I wanted to create natural products and natural skincare. And so I took that knowledge and I decided to start, especially when I had started having children, I wanted them to have natural skincare, being that your skin is your biggest organ, And so I started working on natural deodorants and creating my own recipes for soaps and all sorts of things. You name it, I'll make it, And so that is one of my joys. So I'm an entrepreneur, skincare, and here probably in the last 2 years, started doing legal services. So I'm a commissioned notary, and I am striving to also get my remote online notary where I can do it from home. Yes. So those are some of the things, just a little walkthrough, but I can say this, above all, I am an overcomer. I'm a
Mhm.
follower of Jesus Christ, and
Mhm.
I am a woman that's called. I have a life, and I live a life called to prayer and called to intercessory, um, and
I
called to
love
encouragement. Yeah, called to
it.
encouragement. That is one of the joys is to be able to. I have the opportunity to be able to counsel young women of all walks of life, and to be able to be an encouragement. And that is one of the joys of my heart. But for fun, because I love to have fun,
Mhm.
I have some of my favorite hobbies. I love to work out. I enjoy working out. But working out is a little bit different after 40. Once you
Yes,
hit the
it
40s,
is.
it's a little bit different, So I'm learning to ride the wave
Mhm.
of that, with the energy and all of that. But that's another story. I love crafts, any type of crafts, lots of different hobbies. I love to go to the gym. I love to play sports. I love TV shows like criminal justice shows like,
Yeah.
the DEA and First 48. I love that type of stuff. And I also love to encourage. I love to talk with my sisters and
Very
just talk about the Father. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's a little bit about me, my sister, and I look forward to hearing more from you all as we continue in this podcast and getting to know you as well. Hopefully, in the comments, and you'll learn more about me. But enough of me, my sister. I would love to know more about you, Tiff. Tell us who you are, girl.
Well, I was born and raised in Texas, originally from Austin, Texas.
Mhm.
My father, just very, very middle class family. My mother grew up as a secretary and worked for the state, and my father grew up as a bus driver.
Mhm.
But from that, they were always very into the church. I know from where my father could hold me, where he was into the church. He went from being a deacon to a reverend and, so on and so forth. So I spent a lot of time in the church. From there, I went on to college. In college, I was in the marching band, in the
Mm.
HBCU. I played the trumpet in the marching band.
All right now.
And there is where I met my wonderful husband and my best friend, which we have been together for a little over 24 years. We had the thing in common, which was music. Music was our thing that we had in common. My passion is teaching. I've been a teacher for over 20 years. So, in teaching, I have taught everything from kindergarten all the way through college. So I teach all the levels. My favorite subjects to teach are technology subjects and math. With
Mhm.
that teaching, I have three beautiful children, two girls and a
Mhm.
boy,
Yes.
and I homeschool them from their beginning stages all the way through to their high school years. And they are close to the finish line. So
Yes.
we have made it through a lot. Got three teenagers now
Mhm.
and they are doing amazing things.
Yeah.
One of the things that helps me through as a wife and as a mother is my relationship with the Father. That is the most important thing with me to be able to converse with Him, to be able to know Him, to be able to walk near to Him. So I do spend a lot of time in prayer, spend a lot of time just learning and understanding the Father in the way that He would have me to be.
Mhm.
One of the things that I really want from Him is to be able to see me as He sees me. And so as I
Mhm.
work through that and work on that, my biggest passion is women, working with women, helping them understand their value, their purpose, being built up in the Father, coming through the different stages of life, going from being a daughter to a sister and to a wife, to a mother, to an elder, as they
Yeah.
just continue on in their relationship with the Father. I think it's so important to build relationships and to have someone that you can lean on to help you understand how to personalize your own relationship with the Father. So
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I'm really passionate about and love to have conversations about,
Yes.
just build each other up. I think it is
Yeah.
very important to encourage women to build each other up, to let us know the beauty that we have and the power that is within us that the Father has bestowed on
Yeah.
each and every one of us. It is
Mhm.
a wonderful thing to see each other grow in Him. There's no envy or jealousy because as you grow, I grow, as
Mhm.
we sharpen each other,
Yeah.
then the Father is glorified in everything that we do.
Yeah.
We let our light shine so people can see our good works and glorify our Father which is in heaven. So
Mhm.
that is the biblical foundation and that I am very passionate about and continuing to grow and learn and mature even in that area.
Mhm.
Some of my hobbies, I love to sing. Singing is something that I love to do. My husband is all around musician, so I have to really, us being together has really meshed us into the being able to sing in that area. So
Mhm.
I like to sing. I like to work out. I do like to understand my health and how to take care of my body and how to really personalize it for me. And
Mhm.
that intertwines again with the relationship with the Father, being able to see me in a way that would build my health, would build me in those areas. I also am passionate about, the health in our environment, like the clothes that we wear, or the clothes
Yeah.
are healthy for the body,
Yeah.
the herbs that we take, the linen that we sleep on, those
Mhm.
type of things. So those are areas or hobbies that I'm a little bit more passionate about, just continuing on to return to the way that the Father would have us to be in this
Mhm.
world. We've been exposed to so many different things, and just
Absolutely.
returning to the natural that the Father would have us to be intertwined with, and the nature that He would have us to be intertwined with, to be in optimal health, keep this temple the way that it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
so one of the things that we're going to jump into in this podcast is wisdom.
Yeah.
Wisdom is the principle is the principle. Wisdom has been here with the Father from the beginning,
Yeah.
and in the Word. And so it is something that is freely given unto us. And I think it should be freely given.
Mhm. Absolutely. You did an excellent, excellent breakdown of that, my sister. And it's good to get to know you, you know. So I think the next thing that we want to share with our audience is faith. Faith. What is faith? And faith to me is trusting God, even when you cannot see the end, even when we don't know the outcome, And so when as we walk by faith, as the word says, walk by faith and not by sight. And that is one of the things that we want to present here to all of you, is to show you practical ways of increasing your faith and walking by faith. So stay tuned.
Yes, amazing, amazing job. Another thing that we are jumping into is healing.
Hmm.
Healing is a all around thing. It is physical, it is spiritual, it is from the inside out. We understand from the word that healing is the children's bread. And we also know that the Father comes, that Jesus comes that he may heal the brokenhearted, that he
Hmm.
may mend us, he may build us to where he have for us to be. So that's something that we are definitely going to go into as we go into this podcast and have these different conversations, because we want to help each other heal in a way that will build our relationship with the Father, build our faith in the
Hmm.
Father, and add to the wisdom that he has given us.
Absolutely. And I think too, the one of the things that I am encouraged about is that we can, in this space, have faith-filled conversations. You know,
Definitely.
that yeah, that we are here and we can encourage each other to be confident in the things of the Father. And so next, that brings us into our value. I know me and you, Tiff, we just have a heart and a passion for this one.
Definitely
And
do.
and so, according to what I think about the Proverbs 31 woman, she knew her worth. She understood
Mhm.
her value and she knew that it was rooted and grounded, that her character and her reverence was to God. And that is the main thing. And I really see that women today, they need to know their worth. They need to know that they are worthy. They need to know their value. And a lot of that will come in their relationship and our relationship with the Father. Knowing what we mean to him, knowing how precious we are to him. And so We will share here on this podcast. We will share ways that you'll be able to go and find your purpose. Ways that will strengthen you and encourage you in your value and who the Father says that you are. That you can walk with your head held high, and that you can know
Exactly.
that I am worthy. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, so together, T and Tiff are
yes,
creating a space where faith meets everyday life, bringing honest conversations about marriage and family, about motherhood and homeschooling, about faith and prayer, about healing and personal growth,
mm,
entrepreneurship and purpose, and encouragement for women in all walks of life. That's our goal here
that is
on
our
this
goal.
conversation at these tables and making this conversation
Mhm.
applicable to each and every one of us.
Yes, yep. So grab your tea, grab your
Because
tea,
it
sis.
is time to spill the wisdom with T and Tiff.
Yes. So we look forward to you joining us at the table. Don't forget to grab your tea. And we'll see you on the next episode.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And
Please.
our YouTube handle is at T with Tiff. We'll see you there.